Good morning. This is Ask Marie with Married at First Sight, Season 10, Episode 4. This is the second half of it, really. And I'm going to talk about two different couples I didn't talk about in the first half. And that's Amelia and Bennett and Olivia and Brett. Now, they're meeting family members. And Amelia's parents, their names are Noah and Molly. And when they met with Brett, they asked him if he was willing. Amelia and Brett, they seem like they're really going to make it. They both have that hippie way of thinking, that hippie mentality in their dress and in their actions and the things they want to do, places they want to go. And that's a good thing. But Noah, Amelia's father, asked Bennett if he was willing to relocate for Amelia, because Amelia apparently has a home elsewhere in another state, a residence in another state, and I'm thinking they were saying a residency in another state, because I understand she's studying to be a doctor. At this point, she's a nurse practitioner, and that's something like maybe one step away from a doctor. So she may have to do her residency in another state. And they asked him if he was willing to relocate with her. He handled it very maturely. And in time, a lot of things may take place. But that's a question I don't think it's fair to ask just yet. Give them time. Don't come up with names for the kids just yet. Let her carry the baby 9 months, if if she decides to have a kid. Speaking of babies, it turns out Bennett prefers adopting children versus biological. Now, if she insists on having her own child, he's okay with that. But he says there's too many children out there that do not have a home and need a home. So he's considering that as well. He hasn't thrown that out the window. Now, when his family meets with Amelia, his sister gives Amelia a lollipop. They have a philosophy for the lollipop. Lick it when things are not going so bad and you can taste the sugar. And you can lick it as well when things are going bad. So there's bitterness with the sweetness, and there's sweetness with the bitterness. Now you have another couple, Olivia and Brett. Now Brett, he didn't really he impressed me, but he impressed me in a negative way. I've always kind of thought for the last couple of weeks that Brett is the one that may tell Olivia one day, I'm going to the store, and never come back. She's got pet peeves when they get to the honeymoon. Don't put the suitcase on the bed, and a few other things. You don't put your shoes on the bed. And she's just, I think she's just in her way. Neither of them have been married before, so I'm thinking she's never even lived with a boyfriend before. Brett, he's the type that can grow on you, though, because he's starting to grow on me, because I always thought this guy is just going to walk away from this. He seems so removed from her. And he's starting to grow on me. Now, Olivia's dad tells him, speaking of children, that she was raised as a Christian. And he wants to know, with that in mind, what religion they're going to raise the children at. Now, once again, that's a distant question. But if you want to know now, you wanna know now. Now, Olivia said she doesn't like rude people. She has short fuse or very little patience when it comes to rude people. And I'm thinking she's looking at Brett's father in particular, because he seems to be a little rude. Communication is very important. If Brett is the type of person that doesn't say much when you ask him, he'll say yes, oh yeah, sure, something like that, instead of explaining or elaborating. I don't know how far they'll get. It depends on who he's talking to, But both of them, they have mutual friends, and it turns out his friends have looked her up on social media to find out more about her, so I guess they can report to Brett, all as well as her friends looking up Brett on social media. So you can't let too many people get involved in your relationship. They don't need to know that. They don't. I'm not certain that Olivia or Brett has asked for a report. But they have to it's going to take time. They have to get together and know each other. This goes for all of the couples because at this point, none of them have consummated their marriage. So is it time to, nobody's pregnant. Well, not with their spouse's child anyway. But I guess these parents are anxious and they're looking ahead and thinking that this is 10 years from now. What are you going to raise the children as? Those are questions that are thought questions, but I don't think they can be answered at this point. So I'd like you to think about what these issues are with their so-called mutual friends, looking them up on social media and getting involved in their business. Will they allow them to get involved in their business or not? Or will they be wise enough? They haven't even gotten their feet wet when it comes to living with a spouse and being responsible. Now, there's no indications that, Olivia, she has some sense of responsibility. It appears to me she's a money bag. She gave him that diamond wedding band in advance. I guess that's her money. She can spend it the way she wants to, but I don't know that it's a wise thing to make him think that she's a money bag. But if that's the case, that's the case. You know, I'm stepping out of their business too. So let me know what you think and whether or not you think they will survive the honeymoon. I think they'll survive the honeymoon. Or whether or not they'll survive the 8 weeks. Now, these people who match these couples, they've got to do better and try to put couples together who are more compatible so that they can get more than one couple to stay married, as such is the case with season 10. Only one couple stayed married, or did not, or shall I say did not divorce. I think there might be 2 couples, and maybe that might be another season. But anyway, they need to do a little bit better. And I know they want some spice in the program and all, so to keep people watching and, being amazed each week. But you're dealing with people's lives, people's feelings, and where one person may fall in love and the other doesn't. Let me know what your feelings are, and do subscribe. God bless.